Hi there, my fellow YouTubers and my fellow Twitter followers. This is another lucid dream vlog I title Drake. I didn't set out to dream about Drake, okay? This sort of materialized. Now, in this lucid dream, I'm in a house. Kind of like an old house, creepy looking house, if you will. And I'm looking around, and I realize that I'm in my dream. And I see this individual opening the door to the house. And I don't know this individual, never met him before, but apparently he was my roommate in the dream. So he's bringing in a picture, a portrait of none other than Drake. So I said to him, I'm like thinking, what are you doing? He's like, you want to help me with this? And I'm like, what? He's like, help me with this painting. And then I said to him, I go, you're not bringing that in here, are you? And he says to me, yeah. And then I said to him, I go, make sure you bless that thing before it enters this house. And he's like, whatever. He's like, just help me with the painting. So I was adamant. I would not help him with the painting. So he's struggling with the painting. And I said to him, again, you got to bless that thing before that enters this house. And he was kind of chuckling. I was like, whatever. And I said to him, no. I go, can't you feel it? I go, can't you feel the energy around that painting? And he's just like, whatever. So then he brings the painting and he puts it in his room. And I said to him, I go, dude, I go, the energy around that painting is not good. So he puts the painting in his room, and throughout the night, you could hear things coming from that room. Okay, the room was empty. It was like, I guess, a negative energy, negative force was around that painting or in that room. And I could sense it, but he couldn't sense it. He was oblivious to the fact. So my roommate, this guy, he says to me, stop talking that way. He goes, you gotta stop it with that. And I said to him, I'm like thinking, okay, whatever. I just shrugged it off. I said, why? He goes, I have a guest coming in. I don't want you to upset him. So all of a sudden the doorbell rings and he opens the door. And who do you think it is at the door? None other than Drake. My roommate introduces me to Drake. He's like, oh, this is Drake. This is Juanito, 1975, or Juanito. I ended up shaking his hand reluctantly because I could feel the negative energy surrounding this individual. Don't ask me why. I just felt, I didn't really want to shake his hand. But I shook it, and he says to me, he goes, I know that you know. Which kind of like taken me aback a little. And I was just like, well, okay. So I sit down on the couch and he sits down on the couch. And I was like, what do you mean by that? Just as I say that, Drake, okay, this is a dream, remember? Just letting you know. takes out a knife and he starts carving my kidney out, like just cuts up my kidney, boop, and he has it in his hand And he just says, nothing. My roommate in the background is like freaking out. Like, what the bleep? You know, what the hell? He's like just in shock. Like, what's going on? Dream over. So when I woke up from this dream, I was like thinking, what in blazes was that dream all about? That has been another Lucid Dream vlog. Until the next one, peace and have a good one.